Well, thanks for taking the time to come out and talk to us. First of all, we'd like to give you a copy of our film that we produced, documenting the Security and Prosperity Partnership and the protests that happened in Montebello last year. So yeah, we just want to see what you think of the film. I don't know if you're able to get back to us, if we can email you, but we just wanted to give you that and see what you think of it. And second of all, you are actually in the film when we interviewed you about a year ago. Now, in the film, you're quoted as saying, this is in regards to the provocateur incident, where you say, the NDP has been very clear that we want an inquiry. And you also said, we are not satisfied with this and we want this matter investigated.
The NDP has been very clear that we want an inquiry. We had two members of parliament, Peter Julian and Libby Davis, that was at the Montebello, and it was clear from the videotapes that, and they admitted it was police. And who was giving them instruction? What were they doing there? What did they do? And what was the purpose? And I think we need to get to the bottom of it. Yes, you're right. The public safety minister, Stockwell Day, said no. We're not satisfied with it, and we want this matter investigated.
So our question, first of all, is what steps have the NDP taken to push for a public inquiry into the provocateur incident?
Libby Davis and Peter Julian. Peter Julian, of course, is our trade critic, has been in the forefront, speaking out very forcefully against this SPP. Secret deals behind closed door, just the multinational corporations doing their own discussion, very anti-democratic. They have moved motions in the House of Commons. They spoke out in the House of Commons. They brought it at the committee. Unfortunately, Mr. Julian, our member of parliament, were ganged up by both the Liberals, who started under Paul Martin this whole discussion, and the Conservatives continue this anti-democratic discussion. They close ranked, and we weren't able to get a motion through the House of Commons, unfortunately.
To have a public inquiry into the
to have a discussion, that's right.
Okay. Is that no longer a priority for the NDP to look into that, the incident that occurred in Montebello?
Well, in order to have an inquiry, the government has to call an inquiry because it includes probably a judge to subpoena people. So it requires the government agreeing to do so. So as the New Democrats, Jack Layton's team, we will continue to push for it. However, unless we have the majority of the House or Mr. Layton winning, becoming the Prime Minister of this country, SPP, I'll guarantee you, will go down.
Okay, great. And so you obviously have a good grasp on the SPP. I'm just curious, one last question. Could you see this as a stepping stone for a potential North American Union? Or have you heard of such an agenda?
Well, we are really concerned in many aspects. Our corporations being bought out by Americans, our fresh water disappear or being sold. There are many aspects, whether it's our military, our border, our discussion in terms of trade. Right now already the free trade agreement is not fair, it's not free, it's we want to renegotiate it so that it's a fair trade, so the environmental and labor standards are really incorporated. So in terms of this whole SPP, it's behind closed door, as I said, and it is not democratic, and it is a real worry.
Okay, great. All right.
That's mine.
Oh, yes, that one is for you.
Thank you very much.
Do you guys have a card, or am I able to find out like what you thought of it? Oh, somebody took my pen. I lost my pen.
Oh, she has a card or a pen.
Because I'm really curious
Post-election.
to see what you think of the film.
Like I can guarantee you, with the calendar, there's no way that anyone's watching this before the election. So you can probably understand.
Okay, great.
Oh yeah. So go there.
Yep.
Olivia Chow. Also, when the election's over, right? It'll revert back to. So,
yeah, the website will revert back to
Parliament.
Member of Parliament.
And then right there, the contact information there, just pop an email in.
Yep. Great.
back to you.
Okay, awesome.
Thanks so much,
All right,
eh?
thank you.
Thanks so
Thank you
much.
very
Enjoy the
Sure,
film.
all right.
Thank
See
you.
later.
Thanks very much
Bye.
for film.
No problem.
Keep up the good work, eh?
We will.
Take care.
Thank you.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
No
No,
problem.
that's fine.
Well,
Come back.
just to wrap up a little bit of what happened, when we first went into the meeting, we got to speak to the Conservative candidate right off the bat. And then we were approached by the board of directors of the building in a very hostile and confrontational way, who had a problem with us filming in there. So we didn't get a chance to speak with the Green Party. We did speak with the Liberal representative, but again, the board of directors, the gentleman got in our way and blocked the camera, so we didn't get to use much of that footage. And that's why we are outside interviewing Olivia Chow outside. We weren't allowed to film anymore.
But she was gracious enough to
She was
let us
nice.
have the questions, and she did take the DVD. And
She did take the DVD, so did the Liberals, and so did the Conservatives. And they all promised to watch it.
absolutely.
And they said they'll get back to us. We have their contact info, they have ours, and in a week from now, we'll see what they think.
And further than that, Olivia has promised that if Jack gets in there and the NDP become the government,
This is true. She
You
did
know,
say that, did she not?
maybe
Yeah.
pigs fly too. But if that were to happen,
Yeah.
the SPP will be gone. That's a promise. Her
Now,
words.
she did, when I asked her about the North American Union, she did kind of steer away from
Yeah.
the question. She didn't really answer the question about what she thinks about the idea of a North American Union. She just went back into saying the SPP is bad behind closed doors, same old kind of stuff that we all already know. So we didn't really get a straight answer there. But again, we're appreciative of the fact that we got to speak to them in the first place, and we'll see what comes of it.
Sweet.